using Interwrite Touch software in your classroom, basic training course, using pens, highlighters, and texture pens. The most basic thing you'll want to do with your interactive whiteboard or LCD panel is to write on the screen or on the interactive whiteboard. To do this, you'll notice that there is a pen here, and next to it there is a down arrow. If I select the down arrow, it brings up the complete selection of pens that I can choose from. If I go to the word Customize, this will allow me to set the colors and widths that I want for these particular pens. So if I prefer to have that black pen a bit thicker, I can just pull that bar over. You can change the colors to another color if you wish. With the highlighters that are here, you've got two. Make sure that the transparency bar is pulled over to about 70%. This will allow you to be able to still see the words underneath. If it's too dark, it will mask out the words you're trying to highlight. You don't need to have the same colors that we have here. You can have any color that you want, and it's once again just a matter of pulling that transparency bar to about 70%. The next couple of pens are for calligraphy or for artwork. This first one can be used for Japanese or Chinese text. It can be made thicker or thinner if you wish. The next one is for traditional calligraphy. This is broad angular strokes. And the last one adds a bit of interest to your presentations. This is a texture pen. The texture pen can be used to cover up objects or words, or it can be used to write with. We can change the pattern by going to the word Browse and selecting another pattern that appears. If you don't see these images, just go up to the top and make sure you've got medium icons ticked rather than just list or details. And select the one that you want and hit open, and it will automatically appear on the screen. Now if you want to cover up objects, pull that bar over until it's as wide as it can be, about 30. If you want to write with it, bring it down to about 10. And for the writing, I recommend clicking the box that says bordering, and you can then change that color to suit your needs. The bordering just helps to make it look a bit neater when you are writing. Once you're happy with what you've done, just hit OK. And now if we go back to the pen, you'll see that all those changes that I made have now appeared, and they will remain this way until I go back and change them again. So if I want to, I can now select the pen that I want to use and then just write on the board. Oops. Alright, now we also have the highlighter that's here, so we can use the highlighter to highlight words that are on the screen. We can use it up here just to highlight individual words. If I want to remove this highlighting, I can use the erasers. So once again, the erasers have a down arrow next to them, and the very first one is the smallest one, so this will just take out a small amount of that highlighting. I can do the same with the letters that are there. I can just take out small amounts of the letters. As we progress down, you'll notice that the box gets bigger and bigger until now I can actually erase that whole amount. I can also erase that letter as well, but you'll notice it doesn't erase any typed text. It will only erase things that have been written with the pen or with the highlighter or with the texture pen. If I want to, I can bring these things back by hitting the undo button, and that will bring them back for me. Another advantage of the interactive whiteboards and LCD panels is that you can replay what I've just done on this page. So if I go to this icon here, which is the replay icon, replay page, I can click on this and automatically I get this little toolbar appearing here, and I've just paused it. I can go down to the little cog at the bottom, and this will allow me to change the speed. At the moment it's the slowest speed, so I may want to speed it up a bit, so I'll bring it up to 2 and hit OK. And now when we go back to the play button, it will replay everything that I just did on the screen itself. Another way that you can use this is, as I said, with the calligraphy, using the calligraphy pen, so we can follow the instructions. This is also useful for regular alphabet and numbers for younger children as well. And then when we hit the replay button, once again we can pause this at any point and let it replay what we've written on the screen. So it's a good way for you to demonstrate to students how to form letters or numbers. You can also use it in something like mathematics, where I'm just going to pause that and bring the speed up just a little bit and hit OK, and then hit the play button, and we can pause this at a certain point in this equation to get the students to predict what's going to happen next, show that next part, and predict once again what's going to happen next, and then the final answer. You can also use it for things like diagrams, where you've added bits and pieces to the screen to show the order in which they were added. Now, using the texture pen, as I said, it can add just a bit of interest to your page. Instead of just using a boring old black pen, you can actually use the texture pens themselves on the screen. And using the eraser, with this you can erase, get the students to predict once again what the answer is going to be, and then actually erase it. Or with this one, with what operation is being done to get to the answer that's there. Or with this one here, what the two colors added to get orange. And you'll see that you are able to erase parts of the image as well, if you wish. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. For further information, contact us by email, info@eduss.com.au.